morning and welcome to the Carnival Paradise. I'm the legend, joined as always by Molly, and we're here. We're going to show you all around the ship in this video, from the bars to the food, the stateroom, the theater, all the good stuff there is to see here on the Carnival Paradise. Starting at the heart and soul of any cruise ship, and that's the pool deck. As you can see, it's definitely a bit of an older ship here. The Paradise is about 20 years old, so you've got one pool and it's pretty crowded. We're coming at you on sea day, and the pool is pretty popular on sea day. You do have a couple of hot tubs over here too. There's one here and one over there, and those have not been as popular, but it's also pretty warm. It's probably the mid-80s today. Other things to know with the pool deck, the lounge chairs do fill up pretty quickly, and they seem to be busy at all times. Over there where those yellow umbrellas are, that is the smoking section. One of the few smoking sections on deck, so if you are a smoker, that's where you'll be spending a fair amount of time. And there's some pool games and stuff as well. There's giant chess. There's some pool bars and pool food we'll show you in a little bit, but let's go check out the Paradise. So let's talk a little bit about the two pool bars. Over here, there is the Frog Rum Bar, which, no surprise, is where you get your rum-based poolside cocktails. Really good. I will say some of their drinks are pre-made. You can see the big jugs over there. Never a fan of that, but you do get your money's worth of these drinks. A lot of them, they're serving like big pint glasses, and they come with like 2 or 3 shots of liquor in them. So you get your money worth, but the pre-mixed stuff isn't that fun. Now over here, if you're more of a tequila person, there's the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar, which, as you would think, tequila-based cocktails. I like them both. They have a big specialty drink menu. Each one probably has 10 regular drinks, 5 frozen drinks, so they have a really good selection of drinks. Now it's time to talk about one of my favorite places for lunch on the cruise ship, and then it's Guy's Burgers joint. It's over here by the pool deck. They serve up amazing burgers, really good greasy burgers. They've got a great toppings bar right over here. For some reason, they play like a non-stop Guy Fieri talk on loop. But they've got potatoes and sauteed mushrooms, these potato sticks, bacon, lots of great toppings over there. Not open right now. You can see some burgers cooking on the grill. In the mornings, they have an omelet station here, and the line is normally not nearly as bad as the one inside. So if you want omelets in the morning, come out here. And then shut down now is the Blue Iguana, the burrito place. I think it's Blue Iguana, isn't it? All right. Yep, and they serve tacos and burritos out here. Also, in the morning for breakfast, they have really good food. They do like make your own breakfast burritos with really good crispy potatoes and Spanish eggs, and it's really good. You eat guacamole as well. So it's my favorite place on the ship to have breakfast. On the top of the boat, out in the back, is one of the highlights of the ship, and that's the Carnival Waterworks, the water slide area. So you got one big giant water slide here, the Twister, and then my personal favorite, actually, these two smaller racing slides. You can get some really good speed, a little bit of airtime action on there. They also have 2 slides for the very, very little ones, and then a couple of other like pinwheels and giant mushrooms. I would say the water park for an older ship is very, very, very nice.
It looks really nice.
Oh yeah.
The color schemes.
Yeah, and everything's really new. And that is the waterworks section. Here's the main lobby atrium on the Carnival Paradise, and you can tell it's one of those older ships as it's a giant, giant atrium. You do have the cool glass elevators, but they only go up weird floors. Like the glass elevators go to like 7 to 12, so they might not go to your stateroom. You got a bar down here that's busy at all hours of the day. Serves the standard Carnival drink menu, but they got really great martinis in there. I'm a big fan of the Ultimate XO or the Tiramisu Martini. And they also do a lot of activities in here. So Molly went to trivia earlier. They'll do some sort of sing-along party almost every night of your ship. And then they'll have really, really good guitar players hit the main stage like during dinner hours. And that's been a lot of fun to watch. Also, some weird stuff about the ship is like they've got this Fabergé egg kind of design aesthetic, and it is everywhere. Like it's before the elevators, it's on the elevators, it's on the stairways, it's on the doorways. Like these things are absolutely everywhere. And it's a little odd. Not really sure what they are, but a nice atrium, and it's well used, I think. On deck 14, the ship has a 9-hole mini golf course. Pretty fun. It was super new. One thing, minor complaint from me, like they have a weird, they're like soft golf balls, so it's not like you're playing with real golf balls, so that's a little bit odd. But the course itself, pretty fun. Molly lost considerably bad for a 9-hole mini golf course.
I'll blame the soft golf ball.
Oh, yes.
And the movement of the ship.
Yeah, it is kind of challenging to play, especially on sea day. But a decent course, I would definitely recommend coming up here. Normally not too busy as well, even on sea day. Probably the weirdest theme section of the ship is the America Bar. This is on deck 8. It's the piano bar. They've got a good piano music, but the decor in here is really something else. fun, big, drunken sing-along style piano bar. Not the biggest piano bar, so if you got a piano bar heavy crowd, seats might be hard to come by depending on your cruise. But I like this on most Carnival ships, and this one's no exception. On Deck 9 by the theater is the arcade. Not the biggest arcade, but they do have a lot of the, not a lot of ticket redemption games, but like prize redemption games where you can win your bigger ticketed items. And they do a lot of modern games as well. Jurassic Park, the Halo team game is very, very new. A lot of games like this, where you try to win a GoPro, Injustice Arcade, Typhoon. Oh man, that's right. They do have Pac-Man Smash, which is a wonderful game. They also have one of these games that I've never seen this as a like a prize game before, but you play this jabroni style boxing game and win prizes. And a couple other cranes. So a decent arcade for the age of the ship. Gonna take a walk through Deck 9, the Promenade Deck on the ship here, and show you what this has to offer. This is where like your nightlife hub is. First of all, over here on the right is Sushi at Sea, where you could, it is a pay extra kind of thing, but if you're a sushi person, there's the menu, that's what it looks like. Buy some sushi. Got the casino over there on the right. They do a ton of photo op kind of things on the left, so these happen with some sort of wacky background almost every night. If you want a picture of you in some sort of setting, you're going to get it. You've got a lot of seating over here on the left. This big bar on the right is the casino bar. It's known as the United States bar. Also where they host a lot of trivia events. Also, they got a really, really good liquor selection. There's some stuff I never heard of over there, so it's a good liquor selection. That was a loud whistle. Also big screen TVs for sports.
Smoking's allowed though.
Yes, smoking is allowed like after a certain point over here. They've got an awkward candy store over here on the right. Band over here on the left. More pictures, lots of pictures. If you want to book another Carnival cruise, this is that desk. I'm not a big picture guy, so I kind of find them all kind of annoying. Over here you get the Leonardo Lounge, which is mostly home to a Latin band. One night on your ship, on our ship, it was a karaoke bar. Over here you have the coffee bar. Important for those of us on the Cheers program, you could get a free Powerade over here. You could also get like free milkshakes and things like that, along with your cappuccinos, espressos, all that kind of fun stuff. Lots of fun flavors and things like that too. Up next is the ship's nightclub known as Rex. We can't really review this because we haven't been there yet. It does have a weird motif. Got a weird look to it.
Large.
Yeah, it's very, very big nightclub. Over here is an awkwardly located guest store. You can tell it's an older ship. That would probably not be put there nowadays. Moving along, we're almost towards the end. We got to just avoid another photographer. And more, like, I wasn't kidding about those pictures, guys. They are everywhere. Coming up on the Rotterdam Bar, and some nights this is a martini bar, some nights it's a Moscow Mule bar, but you can get some pretty good cocktails in here. Also more TVs for sports, so if you're coming during a sporting event. And then dead ahead is the Queen Mary Aft Lounge, which is their comedy club. Mostly used for comedy. I think it's used for some of their game shows and things like that, but it's a pretty good-sized comedy lounge. I did really like one of the comedians on the ship was a former pro wrestler. And you know me, I love pro wrestling, so that was cool to watch. And that is the Promenade Deck. Don't get the blue drink. Blue drink of doom.
Killed me.
Greetings from the Normandy Theatre, which is the main show theater here in the Carnival Paradise, and it's got some good things and some bad things. The good, there is a ton of seating in this theater, so if you want to get to a show and get there like 1 minute beforehand, you'll be fine. You are going to get a seat. The bad about this theater, well, with it being an older ship, unfortunately some of these sight lines are not good at all. Pillars in the way, the chairs on the bottom floor, not the most comfortable things. So if you want to get a good seat that's comfortable, I suggest sitting in this upper deck in one of the first 2 rows. That's what I would recommend. And some of the shows you'll see on the ship, we were on a 4-night cruise. We got a welcome aboard show. We got 80s Pop to the Max, which was a 80s style singing and dancing show. No plot. Some effects, but not too much there. The next night was the Love and Marriage show was in here, as well as Hasbro the Game Show, and that's a lot of fun for the kids and the families. Anybody who likes like a goofy kind of TV game show a la Double Dare or something like that. And on the final night of the cruise, we saw Epic Rock, which is a really good show. This had some great projection special effects, some cool costumes, and was kind of like a steampunk version of 70s and 80s rock hits. Also in this theater are some events for the kids during the day, like Towel Animal Theater and the Cat in the Hat story time.
Coming at you now from the ship's buffet restaurant, I think it's called the Paris restaurant. I'm going to show you what's on. This is our second sea day. I'm going to show you what is for lunch. The buffet area, it's pretty small as far as like the main buffet with the hot food goes, and stuff that changes up every day. There's other stuff in here like pizza and the deli, desserts. But as far as like your main entree items for lunch, it's not too much. Let's show what we got today. Cheesy mashed potatoes, Boston baked fish with a citrus sauce, Yankee pot roast with buttered beans. You got some fried chicken, and then looks like stuffed cornbread. That's different. And at the end, we're gonna have a carving station, I believe. Let's see, well, stuffed tomato. The cornbread looks very interesting. There's a soup of the day over here. It's Manhattan clam chowder, and then you get a carving station right here. It's today's Virginia ham. Some other cool stuff in the buffet area. They've got a couple of these pour your own beer machines. So if you're looking for one of the cheaper places to get a beer on board, this is a good location for you. They've got one over here, and then one on the other side. One thing I love about the Carnival ships is now they do these giant cakes. We just got on board. The first place we went to was cakes. But look at it. You got an elderflower vanilla sponge cake. Look at these guys. Funfetti cheesecake. A citrus cake. Peanut butter s'mores cake. And a German chocolate cake. Looks like a torte as well. These look fantastic. So in the buffet area, they have a couple other offerings. You've got the Carnival Deli here. I'll show you what this menu looks like real quick. And they do fresh made-to-order hot sandwiches as well as cold sandwiches. I got the ham and cheese the other day. It was pretty nice. And this is open on longer hours as well. You also got the 24-hour pizza is right up here as well. It does get lines pretty much all the time, but they do have 3-4 different types of pizza, and it's pretty good pizza for a cruise ship. And then if you are a drinker like us, well, there's this bar over here, also pretty popular at all times. This bar runs the kind of the standard Carnival drink menu. Down there on deck 9 is the adults-only Serenity deck. They've got some really, really comfy lounge chairs, 2 hot tubs. They do have waiter service, so they'll come by and take your drink. They don't play any music out here. It's just a great place to relax, especially if you get one of these lounge chairs here and just look out on the ocean. It's pretty good. We spent an hour or so out here the other day. It was pretty nice. It is time for dinner. If you have any time dining, you'll be in the Elation restaurant like we are here on deck 8 right by the lobby. Here's a quick look at what the dining room looks like. You can tell it's an older, smaller ship when the dining room only has one level. So no surprise that it's like that here. So here's a look at what the menu looks like for dinner. Over on your left is going to be appetizers, prosciutto ruffles, shrimp cocktail, red beef carpaccio cannoli. They also have rare finds every day, and today is braised ox tongue. I had a rabbit yesterday, it was really good. Down here you have some featured wines. You got the main courses that change up every day. That's these guys here: fried chicken, Italian sausage, spare ribs.
Nothing from the bar, but can we have Coke?
From the grill. These guys are here every night of your cruise. Side dishes do switch up. You want mac and cheese with bacon, sounds good. And this is kind of cool. On the right-hand side here is the ports of call. These are kind of appetizers and mains that are specific to wherever you are. Also, there's pay extra stuff down there at the bottom. Dinner time always starts with a selection of breads. Different breads too. I think they change up every night, and it comes with a very nice spreadable butter. All right, it's appetizer time. Molly got the cannoli, which looks really good. You're gonna love that cheese. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went nice and simple. Prosciutto. So Molly got the linguine and sausage. Looks really good. I think she's got the winner. I went with the pork ribs. It does have that cheesy cornbread. We also received a side of bacon mac and cheese. Here's a look at the dessert menu. There's a bitter and blanc, s'mores parfait, something healthy, a double roasted pineapple, fruit plate, cheese plate, ice cream, and then of course the Carnival melting chocolate cake. Here is the library. It is also on deck 8 right by the main dining room.
And it's pretty snazzy. They've got a lot of books and a lot of board games, and it's pretty looking in here. A lot of nautical stuff, chip models, this thing here. Lots and lots of different board games as well. Been pretty popular all cruise long. If you're a gambler, you might be spending some time in the Majestic Casino here on Deck 9. I'm going to walk through and show you what it looks like. Normally you're not supposed to film casinos when they're running, that's why I do this on port days, or this is actually just after we got on board. Looks like a pretty substantial sized casino. A couple of very, very modern games you can see with the giant screens and things like that, as well as a lot of table games. You know, I would say this is a pretty, for a ship with about 2,000 passengers on it, this seems like a very, very big casino.
There's a lot of table games.
A lot of table games. Obviously roulette, blackjack, all that kind of stuff. So I would say if you are coming on the ship to gamble, you're probably in pretty good shape. You know, there's a larger than expected casino for what is this, like a 20-year-old cruise ship?
Yeah.
Yeah. And modern games too, like a lot of these big, like if you go to Vegas, you see these everywhere. Very cool. So that is the Majestic Casino. Got a big craps table as well. And then I love these games, these kind of sucker games, like the quarter pusher things where you can win like shirts and cocktails and hats and that kind of stuff. So they mostly have Dr. Seuss characters on the ship, but also look at this towel animal elephant you can meet and greet with and give hugs. That's so cool. Quick look at the gym area on the Paradise. Not one of the bigger gyms, but they do have like the treadmills that look out over the ocean and stuff like that. But it's a pretty small gym. Also, it's weird to get in. You have to walk through like a men's room or a women's room, and a smaller gym. Up here on Deck 15 is the Sundeck, and it's kind of it's in the front of the boat. It's kind of a useless space. Like there's no like sun loungers or anything up here. It's just kind of a weird area. Good place to watch like sailing in or sailing out of ports because you are right in the front of the boat. But on an older, smaller ship with not a lot of room, kind of feels like wasted space. Right outside the theater on Deck 8 is the main shopping area on the ship, with two main stores. On your right is going to be your jewelry store, also your watches, and your duty-free liquors. Duty-free liquors, very important. So that's more of your highbrow store. Over here on the left, this is your Carnival logo store. So if you go buy like the ship ornaments we always buy, or cruise line t-shirts, a Carnival Paradise t-shirt or dad hat, stuffed teddy bears, all that kind of stuff, that's going to be in this store over here. Deck 12 forward is home to Spa Carnival. So if you're a spa person and you want to get acupuncture and massages and all that kind of things, come up here. Not really spa people. This is where the gym is as well. Also, there's like steam rooms and saunas and that kind of thing.
And a salon.
And a salon. A salon. Here at the spa. So one of the weirdest things on the Carnival Paradise is this terrifying large statue of like angry, mouthy, toothy sea lions. It's like nightmare inducing. Look at that. Oh, so there's Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. You can take pictures with them. But this thing, nightmare inducing. So a little tip and trick for the Carnival Paradise. On Deck 11 in the front of the boat, there's kind of like a hidden deck to get out to the front of the ship. You have to walk past some staterooms and then a couple of weird looking doors, but you could get out here. I think you'd also come down from the gym, right?
Yeah, the gym, and you go down the stairs.
But if you want more of a peaceful place to watch a sail away event, in front of the boat on Deck 11, probably a good choice. So unlike many other cruise ships, the Carnival Paradise doesn't really have a deck where you can walk all the way around the ship and take like a full, like if you're a jogger or a walker, that kind of thing. Deck 10 is pretty close. That's kind of the best you'll get. And it leads you into some weird areas like this section here. Quick shot here at Deck 12 is some of the kids' clubs. This is Camp Ocean, which is we're in the Club Penguin, obviously the greatest animal in all of time and space. And this is for kids that are 2 to 5 coming here for activities and things like that. They've got all since it's Dr. Seuss kind of thing, they got all the Dr. Seuss books over there, TVs and stuff like that for the kids to play games. Definitely, we just came off a Disney cruise recently, so this is quite a step down from that as far as kids clubs go, but who knows, depending on the activities, the kids might have fun. Also, love the carpeting. Deck 9's Club 02, the Teen Club. They're playing a WrestleMania theme song, and they've got foosball and I guess other video games. Yeah, they got a whole PS4 game list. Like, that's pretty cool for kids. A lot of areas. I do like the Connect 4 over there, and of course, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and of course the WrestleMania music. So one interesting thing about the Carnival Paradise is the last dry dock, they added a new floor to the cruise ship. So deck 14 is all like new cabins and it's new fixtures, and it's weird because it doesn't seem to jive with the rest of the ship because everything up here is, brand new. And the rest is, 20 years old. Still in decent shape, but here it's considerably newer and shinier. This is the first time I've ever sailed out of the port of Tampa, and I've always, as you know, if you subscribe to this channel, I'm a huge fan of theme parks and roller coasters, and I always look on the top of Shikra to see like, oh man, are there any cruise ships in port? And then as we were getting ready to leave, I'm like, well, if I could see the cruise port from Busch Gardens, then I should be able to see Busch Gardens from the cruise port, and yep, there it is. You can see Falcon's Fury, as well as Shikra, as well, and the new Tigress. There's get my coaster nerd on. Last but not least, we're going to show you what our cabin looked like. We were in U6 on the 6th floor interior cabin, and here it is. Very much feels like a closet. Come on in, and boom, you're in the closet. There's Molly.
In the closet.
Yeah, it definitely could have used a couple more pieces of artwork or something, or a fake
Especially
window.
like right here.
Yeah. Good things. That's a giant TV. Like, Molly, scooch over next to the TV. For an interior cabin to have that size TV, that is really, really impressive. Like, this is Cruise 22. That might be the biggest TV we've ever had.
I think it is our biggest TV.
Yeah, it's massive. Bed was pretty comfy. Sheets were nice. Got towel animals every day, so that was a good time. With it being a newly refurbished ship, you also had about 4 different USB chargers, which is really convenient. Some of the older ships, they have like 1 or 2 plugs. They also have a fridge, which comes in handy. So you got 2 big closets over here. Plenty of storage. This ship does like right now 4 and 5 night cruises, so you have plenty of room to store your stuff. As I show my soiled underpants, not soiled. Soiled's probably a bad term. Worn underpants. I really hope they're not soiled. That would not be a good time. But I don't think they are. A couple of shelves. Phone to order room service with. They do have a free room service menu. Unlike most other cruise lines that charge for it, Carnival does have a free room service menu. We're gold status on Carnival Cruise Line, so we got a bottle of water and a pin. Also won this guy at Cartoon Trivia. Move along to everyone's favorite part of the cruise experience, the bathroom. One thing that's really rough with this bathroom, this curtain does nothing. It's completely useless. The water goes absolutely everywhere. One thing I did like about this cabin, really, really tall shower. Like, I'm probably about 6 foot tall, and this probably goes 7 or so. So unless you're, Andre the Giant, you're probably going to be okay. Some of these are really, really tiny. Mega flush toilet. Not a ton of shelving space, so if you're like putting a bunch of ladies in here that have all sorts of products, you might have a bit of a problem there with storing all your stuff. And then that'll do it for our time here on the Carnival Paradise. Molly, what were some of your favorite and least favorite parts about this most recent cruise adventure?
My favorite, I did like the cruise director. He was always out and about.
And he was cool. A lot of times we were not the biggest fans of the cruise director. They kind of come across as douchey. This guy seemed cool.
Yeah, no.
And he was everywhere.
He was everywhere.
Yeah.
Led his own events.
It's tons of energy, too. Like, that guy, he probably sleeps 3 hours a day, but that's a good 3 hours. I like the entertainment like the entertainment overall, like the performers. Yeah. Like, the performers in the shows I thought were very good for a ship of this class. I really enjoyed the rock and roll show this evening. And I really liked the comedian that got tapped out by Ric Flair in a pro wrestling match.
No, he was really good.
He was
Most
really
of the
funny.
time I don't like the adult comedies.
No,
I feel like they all have to say a cuss and talk
Yeah.
about the things, and he didn't.
No,
he was really good.
Yeah, he was funny. I liked Emma Jude, the guitar player. I thought I had a lot of fun listening to her.
Yep. Even the bartenders were very friendly, I felt.
Yes. Well, also when you had the beverage plan and you max it out most days, you get to know them pretty well, and and we tip them extra too. So it's no surprise that we get the nicer service. I know Alan comes to mind in the lobby bar.
Yep, Alan.
Yep, Alan's our
He
favorite.
asked me where you were.
I was dying. I was not having a magical day. So speaking of not having a magical day, some of the negatives, it is an old ship and it moves a lot. So unfortunately you could have what happened to me today. Like I take Dramamine, this is Cruise 22, but last night I woke up at 3 a.m. And I had to puke. And then today I was just sick. You know, the last 3 days I had 15 drinks. Today, 0 drinks. I was sick. I spent a lot of time in bed. Thankfully, they do have a couple movie channels here. So I did watch Avengers Age of Ultron, Beauty and the Beast, fell asleep during Blue's Clues and Paw Patrol. They also have like this weird TV channel where it's like foreign cartoons. It's really bizarre. Like they have some anime stuff. There's one with like dinosaur people. It's just a really strange channel of cartoons. But they do have 2 movie channels, so I give that a...
Yeah, that's nice. And it rotates. It's not the same movie.
Yeah.
Each hour, when a movie ends, they play a new movie.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Besides my current status today, some of the other negatives, I didn't think the food is especially good, either in the main dining room or the buffet.
It was a very small buffet.
Yeah, the buffet, it's barely a buffet.
Yeah.
So at no point in time was I really wowed by that, except for like some items, like the cakes, amazing. Those are fantastic. I love Guy's Burgers. I think they do a good job with the pizza. I'm suspecting that salsa I ate yesterday got me sick, so I do not eat the salsa. Don't do it.
For me, they repeated a lot of activities on the 2 days at seas.
Yeah, they did. And they didn't have
the same game shows both days.
Or they didn't have a ton of stuff going on in the middle of the day.
So it was very crowded on those days, on those events, because everyone was looking for something to do.
One thing I would also say is a good thing. They have a ton of liquors, and they use a lot of really nice liquors in their drinks. Like, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, your liquors are really nice rums or tequilas and things like that.
Grey Gooses.
Yeah. The only exception being Baileys. If you go up and order a Baileys, they don't have any. They don't tell you they don't have Baileys. They just pour you Maloney's Fine Irish Cream, which is I'm pretty sure that's illegal in America. I mean, we're in international waters now, so
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I love the Guy's Burgers. I like the rock show tonight. I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
With the projection effects and that kind of stuff and the steampunk theme. So, with the exception of my sickness today, I had a lot of fun. I would say if you drink, do the drink plan, and you could have a good time between like tasting liquors you've always wanted to try and all these different specialty drinks. Like just about every bar has a specialty drink menu, and that's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of fun stuff to be had here. So if you're coming in the Carnival Paradise, sometimes I forget which ship we're on.
That is the Carnival Paradise.
Yes, if you're coming on the Carnival Paradise, have a good time. Hope this video helped you plan your adventure. If you have any questions about the cruise ship, let us know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you didn't watch these videos, we wouldn't get to go on these cruise ships all the time. And so that is a lot of fun. And from the Carnival Paradise, we are signing off and going to bed. I really need bed. It's not been a good day.